What if I told you the most dangerous manipulators in the world never force you to do anything? Sounds crazy, right? Because most people think manipulation looks like pressure, threats or control. But real manipulation is much harder to spot. It happens when you believe the decision was completely your own. And that's exactly why most people never see it coming. But the scariest part isn't even that. Nobody joins a cult overnight. Nobody completely changes their political beliefs after watching one video. Nobody gets brainwashed in a single moment. It all starts with something so small that most people never notice it. Micro-compliance. And once you understand this concept, you'll never look at social media the same way again. Think about it. If I tell you to raise your hand, then put both hands out, then lock your fingers together, then look up, none of those actions matter. They're meaningless. But something else is happening. Your brain has already entered a pattern. You're following instructions. And the craziest part? Most people don't even realize it's happening. This is where almost everyone misunderstands influence. They think influence is about convincing people. It's not. The first step isn't persuasion, it's perception. Changing the way someone sees a situation. Because the moment perception changes, behavior often follows. But here's where it gets really interesting. That's only the first layer. The second layer is even more powerful. Context. Let me ask you a question. If someone suddenly took off all their clothes in the middle of a busy office, people would think they're insane. But if that same person did the exact same thing beside a swimming pool, nobody would care. Same behavior, same person. So what's different? The context. And this is the part that almost nobody talks about. People think they make decisions, but more often than they realize, context makes decisions for them. Social media understands this, politics understands this, cult leaders understand this. First perception gets changed, then context gets changed, and once those two pieces are in place, something extremely powerful happens. Permission. When perception changes and context changes, people start giving themselves permission to do things they never would have considered before. That's the moment influence becomes invisible. Now think about that for a second. If someone changes your perception, changes your context, and makes you feel like the choice was entirely yours, were you influenced, or did it just feel like you made the decision yourself? That's the question worth asking. Because the most powerful manipulators in the world don't control people. They simply create the conditions where people willingly control themselves.